Hi Aquarius, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your mid-month money and career tarot reading for the month of February 2022, so mid-February if you will. Thank you so much for joining me, and I want to remind you per usual this is a general reading, a mid-month reading, so just take what resonates and don't stress over what doesn't. But as well, I want to thank you in advance for your likes for this video, this reading, comments down below, whatever you feel like sharing, maybe some emojis, and if you haven't already, do subscribe to this channel and join this Aquarian tribe. Don't forget that little notification bell, if I could say it, when you do hit that subscribe button. All right. What else? To book a personal reading, the options lie down below in the description box. Just reach out via email, and I'll definitely get that started for you. More importantly, the overall message I received for you, Aquarius, in regards to your money and career, of course, for mid-February, is all the abundance you could ask for. All the abundance you could ask for. Amazing. And so we're going to begin by pulling a message or two, an oracle card from the Soul's Journey deck. All right, let's do some shuffling. I feel as if a lot of Aquarians drawn to this reading are dealing with a noisy environment, if not multiple, whether it's at home, because that's a financial investment in and of itself, or whether it's a job situation. It could be both, and if they're intertwined, that can be frustrating. I'm hearing the abundance will make up for it. We have humor and empathy coming out for you. As well, we have success and happiness at the bottom of the deck. But there needs to be a focus on your health all the meanwhile. Do you feel healthy with where your money's going, right? Do you have any unhealthy habits that are costing you unnecessary money? Do you feel as if you're happy and healthy in the process of accomplishing what you need to, getting a business off the ground or working your day-to-day job, or both? Do you feel as if your home situation is healthy enough? Some of you might already be in the process of upgrading or moving to a better situation, but it is a second half of the month of February where you feel a level of happiness that might be a bit unexpected, or people might feel it's unexpected coming from you, stemming from you, but you succeed in a multitude of ways in the second half of the month. So with the humor card, I truly feel like in the midst of the success you're achieving, as well as the abundance that's flowing in, there's a need to wrap yourself up with some humor. I was drawn to, when I had to take a quick break, this Buddha in the center of the card, and I feel like what came through was knee slapping moments, right? You know, when you have to slap your knees, due to something being so funny. Whether it's content on social media, stuff you watch, or something somebody says, maybe even a joke Spirit tells you. I feel as if there's going to be even moments where it's like some people are just it's funny how certain people's actions can be a bit ridiculous, but it just feels like in the midst of the second half of the month, humor will come in handy to help you see the lighter side of things, to help you see the silver lining, or just get that release you need. You may even find yourself cracking a joke in the midst of, and laughing in the midst of producing certain work, okay? Especially if you're in the public eye in one way, shape, or form. But we also have empathy, and I feel like a lot of you Aquarians could be empathic, but there's a need to see a situation from somebody else's view, a need to put yourself in somebody else's shoes, if you will. You won't fully understand somebody's situation unless you sort of walk their path, but it feels as if some of you are helping people as well. You're open to seeing both sides of a situation, whether it's confrontation in the work environment, at home, whatever the case may be. And then there's another situation where you don't necessarily need to see the other side, given you have a very good understanding of it, okay? But all the meanwhile, there is a push to recognize that it's a second half of the month and moving forward, where success and abundance is truly yours for the taking, and it almost feels a little bit less difficult to achieve, okay? It feels like your hard work is beginning to pay off, if you will. We'll continue by pulling the main part of the reading from the Light Seers deck. Some shuffling. I'm hearing that this is relevant at the split deck. We have the Empress and the Nine of Wands. Feeling a bit depleted, a bit sort of like the wounded warrior to an extent from all the work you've been putting in. Sort of, if some of you working multiple jobs, a business and a job, or just your job is very demanding, and a need to, in the midst of all of which, give birth to a new situation, whether it's a new job, a new living situation, or both. Some of you thinking even further past those next changes or that next change. And I feel as if you giving birth to whatever this is for you or those multiple situations will help ease that wounded warrior way of being. It's a reminder throughout the second half of the month, this next chapter for you, although it's a bit difficult to get there at times, it's going to make things a lot easier, right? It's not going to feel as difficult. For my lovely Aquarians to continue this monthly money and career read, or mid-month rather. Some of you, it might feel like it's for the entire month. Reflecting on the first half of this month, I'm hearing the difficulties will subside, but we're beginning with the Eight of Cups and the Four of Swords, and so there's a huge focus on what you need to walk away from. The stresses, the difficulty, I feel like for some of you, the immaturity. It feels like the feistiness of the energy, the anxiety, isn't needed in your life, right? Whether you're leaving your own behind, or it's more so a situation where it stems from other people, the environment, the feeling, the vibe in the air, and the need to walk towards happiness. And for some of you, it's the second half of the month as well, where you need to recognize you need a little bit of time to rest, to replenish. I'm hearing even if that's with a specific somebody, either way, reminder to rest your Aquarian heart, given you've been through a lot, a lot of difficulties, ups and downs, a lot of obstacles you've had to overcome. And I feel like there's one or two left in the second half of the month. But a reminder once again that when you make your way past this month, March will be 10 times better. And there's more success and abundance that lies ahead, but in a more peaceful, content kind of manner, okay? It won't feel like left and right the universe is throwing you problems, obstacles, or unhealthy situations. With the King of Wands and the Four of Wands, I need to recognize that things are falling into place. A push to celebrate at a certain point throughout the second half of the month or multiple, because I feel like, again, you have a lot ahead for you. An acceptance to a new apartment or a new house, maybe a loan for some of you, getting that approval, or it could be a new job, getting that specific call or email. It feels like communication comes in one way, shape, or form. I'm hearing, if not multiple, to confirm what you need for this next step, this next chapter of your life, to make things more comfortable or easier. And therefore, you're being reminded in a confident way, celebrate. You deserve this. You owe it to yourself. It'll give you a good release as well. And it prepares you to expect the best in this upcoming chapter, and a need to not compare it to what you're dealing with now or what you dealt with in the past, feeling like it has been a lot of ups and downs. But there's this overly serious way of being about you. But for some of you, this is more so somebody else you're dealing with, somebody very serious, mature, very stern. But that's also kind of how you're coming off at times, reminding oneself that you're very strong and very passionate. Let's continue and pull more cards. You have the Three of Pentacles. You're in the public eye for a lot of you once again, or people are just recognizing you for being someone who does what's right for them, who isn't afraid to walk away from a situation that puts you on edge or just doesn't give you the rewards, the return that you deserve at this point. You're being noticed for your business if you run one in a lot of beautiful ways, but it's as if in the midst of all of which, you're even noticed in the moments you take time to rest. Passive income is part of your future if you don't realize that already. With the Death and Rebirth card coming out, you're going through a death and rebirth. You may find your business, your project, your hobby, even the business you work for, whatever it is for you, is going through a bit of a death and rebirth as well, or just some developments, okay? It may feel a bit uneasy at first, but it will take some adjusting, and you'll realize everything happens for a reason, or remember that. With the Six of Pentacles coming out, you're gifted a lot of abundance. Once again, it just flows in. You find yourself seeing the abundance that you deserved maybe a month ago, 2 months ago. For some of you, it goes way back to a year or two ago. But it's like, okay, better later than never, right? Seeing the money flow in, customers, clientele flow in a lot easier than before. And all the meanwhile, you're being pushed to laugh and enjoy yourself once again. I see a lot of praise and compliments, and a few bits of criticism, complaints here and there, but so be it, right? I need to throw the old way of being up in the air. Any doubt or even that criticism, put it to use and then just discard it, right? And if need be, just allow it to go in one ear and out the other. And a reminder that you deserve to love what you're doing for work. for your career, how you make your money, and a reminder that working and earning money isn't everything. To pay attention to those, especially specific somebody for a lot of you that you care for, okay? Allow for that connection to develop. It'll help you produce better quality work when you do put your efforts and resources, excuse me, towards it, okay? With the Knight of Pentacles coming out, it's you realizing that it's been a bit of a slow approach or slow progression when it comes to what you're leaving and moving towards. But once you get there, it'll feel like it was all worth it, right? You'll be reminded how necessary that change is for you. As you are manifesting everything you think about, focus on and put your energy and resources towards. So keep that in mind, as the possibilities are endless for you at this time. There's so many reasons to celebrate as new friendships, new connections are drawn in. Have patience when you're dealing with a noisy environment or some chaotic energies, because it does feel like, once again, the wheel is turning for you. Bear with me, as luck is on your side. So take a gamble when the opportunity presents itself moving forward. And remember, it's a month, second half of the month, where success and abundance is flowing in simply because you deserve it. So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I hope you have the most amazing rest of the month. Sending you so much love and light, and I'll definitely see you next time. Bye, Aquarius.